Dude, you can stop slicing your driver. It's fairly easy. What you have to do is learn to control the toe of the club. You've got to make the toe of the club, if you're a right-handed golfer, swing to left field foul. So here's the setup. You're going to tee up your driver and imagine that you're aiming at a baseball pitcher, the pitcher's mound. When you start your downswing, ever so slightly, because the forward swing must be flatter than the backswing. I call that steeper, flatter. The geniuses out there call it shallowing. Okay, it doesn't matter. Essentially, I've got to have a flatter swing, shallower swing on the forward swing than my backswing. The reason you slice is amateurs reverse that. We call that coming over the top, where the forward swing is steeper than the backswing. It's just math and geometry. Okay, here's how you stop slicing. You're going to aim the club face at the pitcher. When you start your downswing, you're going to swing the toe left field foul or toward third base. Now here's why that is so. I've literally looked at thousands of pictures of tour players. That's our model for success, right? And post-impact, the club face is pointed this way. Left field foul. The club face is still below the player's knees and certainly below the player's belt line. Post-impact, and the club face is pointed left field foul. Every swing of every tour player, regardless of who they are, how they swing, tall, short, pick every dynamic you want to, that's what the club is doing. So I'm calling that golf truth. You've got to swing the toe of the club, left field foul, third base, immediately as you start your downswing, and you will slice no more. Okay, folks, just watch some of the slow motion shots on tour. You'll notice that, maybe some pictures in some of the golf magazines. You'll see this as a common theme. The other thing that's happening there is the right hand is on top of the left. We call that covering the ball. That's also a tennis term. So if I'm going to hit a tennis ball cross court, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get my right hand on top of the left if I'm doing a two-handed swing of the racket. It's the same idea. If I'm hitting cross court, a low shot, I'm going to make the toe of the racket swing way left. Folks, it's a no-brainer. It'll work for you. I guarantee it. So if you want to get better at tee shots, here's another idea. You can't perfect your driver till you've perfected what I call a 9-iron on a tee. You get a broken tee, you tee up a 9-iron, and you learn to hit a little baby draw, maybe a 2-yard draw on purpose, rotating the toe, left field foul with a 9-iron, and you hit this 50, 75, 100 yards on purpose. That's a process that you need to perfect in order for the driver to be simple. The way you fix your driver is you fix another club first. It has to be progressive. Learning has to be sequential. If you want to be an airline pilot, they don't start you in a 777 or 747, dude. They're going to start you in a little tiny plane. They're going to teach you the mechanics of flying. The mechanics of flying are essentially this. Lift has to be greater than drag. If lift is greater than drag, that plane will take off and keep flying. Now, there's other things that are involved with that, but that's the nuts and bolts, okay? In golf, we're controlling the club face. Sometimes if you think about the toe of the club, it's easier to control the club face. So you're going to learn to hit a little baby draw, 1 or 2 yard draw, a low shot with a 9-iron, and you're going to hit a ball no more than 50 yards. You learn to hit a little baby draw with a 9-iron off a broken tee, you have solved your slice problem because it works the same way with all the clubs. Okay, folks, it's right here in Boise. As good a golf instruction as anywhere on the planet, internationally known as the Wedge Whisperer. You can find me on BoiseGolfHomes.com, info@BoiseGolfHomes.com. We'll see you next time on Truth About the Game of Golf.